Yo, what's up, CPNG? Everybody have a good morning. Make sure that you guys drive safe on this day. Make preparations for the snow. As you know, I got the series going on with the Liberty Place. I'll just give you guys a zoom around. Reporting live from the Liberty Place, and we're going to have our actual interviews. I like the momentum that this thing has got going. What's happening is we got my man right here, Mr. Terry. He's going to be the person that's featured for today, and he's actually an actor. And he's going to be giving us some information about the acting biz and so forth and whatever. So even if you guys have any type of questions that you want to have for actor or any type of extra work, anything like that, taking place during this interview right here at Philadelphia's very own Liberty Place. This new series that we got going on, you can ask him. So we're going to have some fun today. We're going to get things popping. So I'm going to start the questions right now. All right, Mr. Terry, what's your full name?
My name is Terry J. Quintero'moore. That's on all my social media. Except for Instagram. It's actor Terry J. Quintero'moore on Instagram.
All right, no doubt. And we know that you're an actor. How long have you been acting?
Actually, I got into the performance arts. Well, the seed was planted when I was young. My grandma used to put me in church plays. I used to hate them. Didn't understand it, but yeah. But I didn't start doing it heavy till maybe about five or 6 years ago.
Oh, 6 years ago?
About 5 or 6 years ago.
About
Really
2000.
getting into it heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
Because I would do extra work here and there, but actually going out there doing lines, being supporting the lead role, about the past 5 or 6 years.
I feel you. And what city are you from originally?
I'm originally from, like I was telling him, I was born in Baltimore, but I was raised in a little Indian town called Quintero'moore. It's a weird name. It's like it's a Native American town, and it means black water. There's a river that runs behind is black.
Okay.
And it's a little myth behind that, but that's a long story.
It's a long story.
Not a long story. It was just simply saying when the Native Americans gave the land to the Pilgrims, they cursed it, and that's called the water. But the water, we know the water's black because of the mud, but that's the little myth.
Well, we're going to rebuke any type of curse. We don't play. But,
right.
So I'm here with Mr. Terry. Was the transition going from different cities hard, or is it really just like smooth or whatever, or it wasn't that big of a deal? Yeah.
Yeah, no. It was hard in the sense of because where I'm from, everything is stretched out. So you didn't, you know what I mean? You didn't have all these little, it wasn't fast paced as far as the traffic, as far as the learning the train, learning the scepter. You just, you know what I mean? It was simple. But as far as the easy part was because it was just me. I fell into this lifestyle of Philadelphia. I just fell into it. It wasn't hard for me to grasp that, you know what I mean? So as far as that, like I said, it's Philly. I love Philly, and it's like my second home.
Philly is definitely popping. We got some good things going on up here too.
A lot of talent as far as actors, rappers. There's a lot of talent out here in Philly. And a lot of people that should have got their shot on a whole different scales and just didn't get their shot. You know.
So regarding acting and acting schools and prep and everything like that, do you think it's like a necessity, like for an actor to go to school or get some type of training in theater, or should they just, if you got the it factor, just go for the gusto?
And that's kind of playing the double-edged sword there a little bit. I think acting, well, let me say this, acting schools can be beneficial, but also could not be beneficial. And I'll tell you why, because once you go to acting school, you'll learn your craft. They'll teach you about this, they'll teach you about that, what you're supposed to do, the do's and don'ts. But at the same time, if you're a person that get your feathers ruffled easy, and they tell you no, or I don't like this about you like that, your feelings get hurt, some people kind of stray away from acting and like makes them feel like they can't act now. So that's why I say it's a gift and a curse. Me, if you had it like me, I never went to an acting class. If you have the it fact, my acting class was the actual learning in the field.
Oh, for real?
Boom, yeah, just taking and ran with it. So that was my learning curve right there. And I tell people this, and there's a difference between film acting and theater acting. For those who think acting is just acting, no. It's theater acting to me is a whole lot harder than film acting. Because film acting, we can cut, we can go back, edit, whatever we're going to do. We can do that all. The only thing about film acting is that you might be there, you might have a 30-minute part, but be there for 16 hours.
Yeah.
But
I see that makeup stuff though. How they be doing the makeup, I was like, nah.
you know, I really don't get the makeup like that. You know, I mean, once in a while I might get a little touch here, but I don't really get it like. Now, if they want to cover my tattoos up, they'll do that so they won't get sued. So the tattoo artist's like, oh, that's my work. They'll do that. But like I said, but theater acting to me, the day of the actual day of the event, you can't mess up. You gotta, and even if you mess up, you can't be like, oh, you gotta just go with the flow, man. Because the only people know that you messed up is your cast members. The audience don't know, so you just gotta hope you can go with it and hope you didn't mess up too far where you can't be redeemed. And I've been on a couple of sets like that where somebody messed up and we just kind of blended in with the set. Okay.
And Sari, what is your like stance on actresses and actors like Tyrese and Nia Long and what's the other one? Sanaa Lathan, like people who actually went to school for like theater and everything like that, and them being kind of irate because like rappers and entertainers, they just come and get roles and they get accolades for it.
Well, with that, I mean, it's all, like I tell people all the time, it's all in what the director or director wants. So I mean personally, I feel like it maybe it's not fair, but it is fair. Because let's say you're a well-known actor, and yeah, you went to school and you did all of this sort, but let's say I go get somebody like, I don't know, DMX, and he's the hottest thing going on. And if that role, whatever I wrote that role for, and it fits him, and he's the hottest thing going on at this moment, why not reach out to him? That'll make my movie get even more buzz than what it already is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes this is basically what it's marketing to and who they want. And as we all know, the entertainment business is not a fair. You could be on set today and gone tomorrow. It's like that too. So.
Okay. Well, there's like a new term that's out. A lot of people have been using this called the term opportunist. Like some people just go for like the gusto and go for roles and stuff like that.
Right.
When it comes to like, what are some of the trends that you see that directors and movie producers should go after? Like, should they go after the trends like, boom, I'll give you an example. Like before, like even with the Black Panther movie, they didn't even expect that like people would be like doing like black superheroes would be big and stuff like that. What do you think like a trend is that directors should take advantage of that can like benefit African Americans?
Well, my first thing is this, like prime example, I know we're kind of going at, like they were talking about the rumor was making Michael B. Jordan a black Superman. I'm like, no. And not that he couldn't act or whatever, it's the fact that since we all grew up, he's been white. Now we can make him a guy that was from planet Krypton, we can do that.
Yo, social justice, we need a whole another hour for social justice.
Yes. Exactly. But as far as the black superheroes, I mean, even if you go back in comic books, there are a lot of black superheroes.
Icon.
Yeah, but they figured they wouldn't make the money. So the trend now is they're trying to make everybody a black superhero. I guess next they're gonna have a black Batman. No. Keep things the way they are, but at the same time acknowledge our black superheroes that are there.
Yeah.
Fine. You keep your Superman, but bring out the Black Panthers and like you said, bring out all of that. Bring out all of those guys. And bring them to life.
Static, Black Lightning.
Because the boy Lee Daniels, he was writing like crazy.
For real?
Nobody puts out none of all the other stuff. So what we'll see, whoever has ownership of your stuff, we'll see what they do with what he left behind. So.
All right, no doubt. So we about to get into like the education portion, but like just so you guys can learn some facts. And my man, since he's been doing this for a while, he's the guy to ask. So just to let y'all know, we here. Hold up. So the next set of questions is like, what's the difference between like an actor and a producer and a director, and what do they actually bring to the table?
Well, producer, he produces. He gives you what they're producing, what you're like the film. giving you basically the vision of it. You know what I mean? He's showing you the vision.
Yeah.
The director makes sure everything goes according with the actors, the camera crew. He's making sure all of that. And sometimes you might have 2 or 3 directors, assistant directors, because one director can't do it all.
Right.
The director just makes sure everything comes in its perspective. And the editor, as far as editing, I don't know if he was asking about that, but I'm going to put it out there anyway.
Right.
He makes sure it's the technical side of it, as far as the camera angles and the, you know, what's right. Oh, that's why a lot of times you be on set and you be there for 14 hours, because it wasn't nothing you were doing wrong or the people were doing wrong. It was the fact that, hey, we want to see it in different angles, different shots. Somebody over here, at one point he was digging in his nose, the next point he wasn't. You know what I mean? So that's what his job to do, to make sure. So yeah, and the director, like I said, he's directing. I need you guys to stand here, stand there, and it's about to be a good actor anyway. It's not necessarily about skills, it's about following directions. That's the biggest thing, following directions on that. If the director feel like you can't follow his directions, you know, it's good to have their ick factor and it's good to have their skills. There are 2 pluses. But if you can't follow directions, it's just like for the young ladies that are getting into modeling. I've been on a couple of runway shows in the South, and pretty girls, tall girls, 6'1", 6'2". The thing is this: you can't walk in heels. And they tell them, if you can't walk in heels, there's no need for you to walk down here. I don't care how pretty you are. You're stumbling over your heels, you're sliding. So, like I said, sometimes having that pure talent and that it factor is a plus. But if you can't follow directions and you can't do what you're supposed to do as a performer, you know what I mean, it's not going to look good. And believe me, the word gets around. Before you do that set, maybe 15 other directors would.
I wish we had time, because we definitely gotta make circumvent people that do the blackball stuff. Like, and for our hood portion of the segment, who's somebody that you want to give shout outs to?
I mean, I just want to give a shout out to, man, I'll be here all day naming. I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's trying to do something positive, that is doing something positive.
Anthony Baker Jr.
Definitely him. I mean, he was gonna be the first one, but I didn't want to go into names because I'll be here all day naming. People like, what about me? But definitely him. He's one of the guys that I call him like a big brother. Me and him met each other back in 2015, and he just reached out to me and hey, you know.
And all right, what are some projects that you've done in the past? How can people find you on social media? What do you have going on in the future?
Projects I've done both Creeds.
You did both Creed?
Yeah, I did Creed 1 and Creed 2.
Stand up, Philly.
I did a movie back in 2015, 16. It was called Rewind. That ran locally around the Comcast area. I did a lot of movies. I got, like I said, we be here all day naming. I got a play coming up called Nobody's Perfect. I'll be doing that. That runs from February 6th to the 10th. I got a movie coming out called Laundromat. Everything comes out in the wash. We be start filming that at the end of February. I got a web series coming out called Ninth Round.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I'm all over it. Yeah. So you can find me on, like I say, Facebook. I got 2 Facebook accounts. Like I say, Terry J. Quintero'moore. That's Quinteromore. Instagram, actor Terry J. Quintero'moore.
All right, last question. Conduct, COUNDUCT. How should actors and actresses carry themselves so they can continue getting good roles?
Well, like this, we all make mistakes.
Oh, you know what? Let's walk, because I want to make sure you get this. We're going to have to walk and do this question.
We all make mistakes. My thing is try to not make a whole bunch of them, but just be mindful of your surroundings and where you at, who you with, and what you say.
Right.
Prime example, you know,
I got you.
like a Kevin Hart, you know, how they tried to purposely blackball him. Like I said, I say be you, but be careful who you be you around. That's my thing, because there's always somebody looking to pull that rug from under you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right about that. That what's funny about these topics we get talking an hour, like him getting pulled from the Oscars and stuff like that.
I mean, listen,
That's crazy.
like he said, he apologized, and he said the teacher 10 years old, so that means you went through, you went through 40,000 tweets to find that. 40,000 tweets. So that means you deliberately sought out to attack his career.
Yeah, but he gonna be all right though. I heard that movie that movie that he got out now is good. So yeah, what's up everybody? You know how Philly is. We had to wrap this video. We had to wrap this banging joint up. But right now, this is my man Terry. Look out for his stuff and everything like that. But we got rushed to the meter. So everybody, thanks for staying tuned. And I'll talk to you guys out. Hold up. So give them a shout out then.
All right, guys. Thank you, those who's just following, those who's looking, tune into this. Thank you, and like I say, follow me, man, and you won't be disappointed. Trust me.
All right, no doubt. CPNG out. Stay cool. All right, so you this way.